Walking around town, I found myself at loss. It was a secret in my family for generations, something that was far off, something constantly out of my reach. I found a clue after years of waiting. It led me to the library. I searched down the bookshelves of the library to find some clue. Who knows? It could have been underneath the building, but I searched through the numbers just in case, and something did come up. A box. I crouched down to grab it, and I opened it. A letter? It read the crimson moon like some childish fairy tale. Is this some game? I went down to the office, and I knew it was time to crack open and get this case solved. Reading articles, books, any relevance to the crimson moon. Mainly book sources because it was so old, and whenever you get the crimson moon, it just comes up with some red moon on Wikipedia. I knew I'd have to go back into town, talk with some underground sources. Although I don't like this part, they do give off good information. You just don't ask their name or who they're from, or tell on them. Nothing more than that. Other than you have to make a deal with them, typically information trade. From a young age, you learn to never burn bridges in business like this. That's just the way it works. I asked strangers around town about the crimson moon. Nothing came up. Clueless. I felt at loss. I thought my detective skills were better than this. I thought I was a better detective. I felt like I was on the edge of a cliff. Like there was no way out of this case. I had to uncover what it was. I didn't care what happened to me at this point. Was I just digging myself my own grave? A grave that I couldn't come out of? It was probably best to avoid this case in total, but I wasn't like that. Lost in despair at a flimsy piece of paper that I looked at for more than enough hours in a year, I walked downtown. Remind myself of childhood. Speaking of childhood, always check your Halloween candy, kids. With the new letter from inside the other letter, I was able to go to the RTC, the abandoned hospital. Perfect place for something hidden. The numbers matched up and the location matched up perfectly. The case was finally going my way. I was able to reach new heights in this case. Well, as I said, new heights in the case. I thought this was it. I thought I'd find location for this new lever, object, tool. Who knows? I thought it would be at the RTC, but it didn't turn out that way. I was at loss, hopeless, and even in despair again, staring at a flimsy piece of paper with more words on it. I didn't know what to do. I was a detective, for Christ's sake, and yet I could only come up with one location, one place. So I got my lousy butt up. I went to go find it. Going down to find this last location, I was hoping it would be the end. At this point, I'm more tired of the case than wanting to solve it. The numbers lined up. The location was perfect. And the lever fit perfectly as well. But I guess some cases were never meant to be solved.